The Walking Dead is finally back. Hey guys, this is Haunting Line for Sleeping Geeks doing my review of the latest episode called After. The episode opens up with showing us Michonne directly staring at the prison. This, in my opinion, has to be one of the best scenes because Michonne looks like a total badass holding her katana. She doesn't waste much time, starts slicing dudes' mouths apart, and pretty much using them as dead shields. We then move on to see what's left of Herschel. In my opinion, before the mid-season break, Herschel wasn't given the right form of justice. His death was left incomplete. Herschel spent his last moments with Michonne, so in my opinion, Michonne was probably the best character to end Herschel's life or give him the best closure for the episode. So her killing off the supposedly dead Herschel was the best representation possible. We also get to see the governor, and nope, for people that were thinking he turned into a zombie, he chickened out and shot himself. What a way to go. It would be nice to see him turn into a zombie and, Michonne slicing him apart even further, but I'm glad. There's no hoo-ha about it. He's finally over, and a way to say that we're moving on. We then catch up with Rick and Carl, the most annoying douchebag in the series. I really hated Carl's representation in this episode until the final act, but his dad was pretty much wheezing. He's been pretty severely beaten up by the governor, and he doesn't take that into consideration. He doesn't even slow down, even though his father asked him to. So, Carl, thanks for being a douchebag even more. We also get to see a small confrontation between Rick and Carl further in the episode, where Rick asked him not to shoot or waste bullets, but Carl, being a douche, doesn't listen to him. Now, moving on to probably the best filmed scenes in the whole episode is Michonne's flashback monologue or dream sequence. In my opinion, this was probably the best representation for her. We get to see her badass katana. She's using that shit for everything, cutting up that fruit and then putting it into a knife rack. That shit looked awesome. Finally, the dream sequence shows us who the pets in the previous season represented: Mike, her lover, and Terry. It also shows exactly what she was going through during the process of before the zombie apocalypse and during it, and how Mike felt that he couldn't protect his child and Michonne. Hands down, the best moment of the episode is when Carl confronts his father in his unconscious state. We know Carl has a lot of frustrations inside him and he wants to get them out. He's not angry at his father. He loves his father to bits, but he just needs to get all this out because at the end of the day, it's ruining his character. Let's get one thing straight, Carl. You need your father. So for you to say that to your father you can die, I'll be fine, you are totally out of line. You couldn't even handle a few zombies properly without getting yourself almost killed. So, seriously, I understand you had a lot of frustration saying all those things, blaming your father for a lot of losses in the past, but in the end, he has kept your ass alive all this time. So, give him credit where it's due. I do understand that Rick was a fool to pretend to be a farmer when danger lurked around him, but still, you are not ready to face the outside world, and it's kind of pretty obvious when you can't even bust a door open without making yourself look like an idiot. Here's Zombie. This seems pretty cool. We get to see a zombie who's pretty much after Carl's shoe, like it's his precious, that Carl just about runs away from it. This scene was really important because it highlights the fact that Carl hasn't faced danger like this for a while. He's been put out of his comfort zone and he's doing okay, showing signs of growth and independence. Deeper in the episode, we get to see Michonne, and she's reverting back to her old ways of closing her mind and acting like a zombie. She's losing herself because she's losing hope, just like how she lost hope when she lost Terry and her son. So when she sees a zombie that reminds her of herself, she snaps, decides to slaughter all the zombies, and my god, she is a badass. Takes down about at least 10-15 of them, no sweat. And she looks pissed. If I'm ever caught in a zombie apocalypse, I want Michonne to be there with me. Carl finally gets his own reality check. He breaks down at the thought of killing his own father because he cannot find it in himself to actually shoot his father when he wakens up as a zombie. Just kidding. Ending the episode, Michonne finally rallies up with Rick and Carl. In my opinion, this was probably the best way to end the episode, showing improvement for both Michonne and Carl. It also deserves a solid 8 out of 10. It does so many things well that it deserves you guys to go and watch it. If you haven't already seen it, go watch it now because I promise you, you won't be sorry. The season break does leave you wanting less and less of The Walking Dead, but this episode does such a good job of reintroducing you back from that break that it brings all your excitement levels back up again, and you can't actually wait for the next episode. I myself, I'm really down to the next episode. Glenn looks like he's in a pinch. Uh, Daryl looks amazing as always. I can't wait. Thank you for watching my review, guys. Please like this video, share us out to the world, and again, if you like what you see here today, subscribe to our channel and also support us on sleepinggeeks.com, where we do in-depth reviews and blogs about everything awesome. So go check it out, guys. It's sleepinggeeks.com. I promise you won't be disappointed.